Hey, I'm Nick, and I'm going to quickly take you through the ins and outs of Olava CLI. If you've installed the Olava CLI already, all you need to do is come to a terminal on your machine and type in Olava. And what that's going to do is open the command line. Now, a really high level of what a command line is, it effectively lets Olava run computer code on your device using all the functions that exist in your machine. So it can see your file structure that you give it permission to. It can edit documents for you. It can connect to MCPs if you want to connect those, and it can run a little bit of code. So it becomes an incredibly powerful tool when used right. What is really cool about Olava or CLI is that you're talking to an AI, so you don't have to know the ins and outs of coding. You don't have to know how to run different commands for your machine. Olava will take care of that for you. So it's pretty straightforward. You've just got a text input or chat input here, and you can start talking away to Olava. So I can say, hello Olava, what can you do? And just like talking to ChatGPT or Anthropic or any of the other AI tools that you've got, you'll see that you're just chatting away and you're getting information back. The other powerful thing that you have here, because it's a CLI, there are a whole bunch of slash commands. So all you need to do is hit slash, and these will come up, and you'll see that we've got a whole bunch of legal commands here already. So if you want to redline, translate, extract, deduplicate, you can run all of these different tasks, and I'll take you through some of those very shortly. You also have a whole bunch of session capabilities here, so you can change and switch to different sessions that you've worked on in the past, and these get stored on your computer. So they're not stored on a server or anything like that. All of the work product and work that you're doing in Olava CLI stays on your device. Privacy is really important, and so nothing is stored outside of your device. Now, if you're using Olava, the model, on your device or in your environment, no data goes anywhere outside of your environment at all. If you're using the API, it is transacted through our through RunPod that we use through our inference, and it's zero data retention, so nothing gets stored. It's purely transactional. So it's quite a safe way to be working with AI. So you have a lot of slash commands, and I just implore you to experiment with these. But you've got templates here where you can create templates to help Olava do different things, whether it be extractions or reviews or drafting things. These are just straightforward types of templates here where you can edit them and just give Olava rules and different things that it can do. So really easy to kind of create templates that you can use. You also have the ability to create connect to MCPs, so you can create and set up MCPs. So if you want to connect to Office, Microsoft Office, or Google, or any of the other millions of MCPs out there, you can just add an MCP server here, and Olava will then be connected to it, and it can work by pulling your emails down and doing all of those fun things. So very, very fully capable. For models, you can pick your different models here. You can also bring custom models here. If you have a custom model that you want to bring, say you want to set up OpenAI here, or have a different Kimi K2 or GLA 5.2, you can connect it here, and then the Olava CLI will use those. So that's also very useful. You also have being able to change your theme if you want to change the style, which is good if you don't like the style that we're forcing upon you. And you also have you have skills as well, and that's the other really important one here. So you can build skills. So if you wanted to create a new skill, you would just hit Control-Shift-N on your machine, and you can just give it a name, give it a skill, and that'll get configured for you. And once you've done that, those skills will become slash commands here for you. So we have, you'll see here, one is a hallucination tracker, and I'll take you through that very shortly as well. So that's kind of the ins and outs of Olava. So there's a lot of slash commands there to help you create recipes and skills and different things to do things very quickly. But you have a huge amount of capability working here, and it seems a little bit intimidating, but I promise you once you've been using it, it's not. So you have the ability to do web search here. So I can say compare OpenAI's data terms versus Anthropic's data terms, whose are better. And this will go off and it will hit the internet, so do some web fetching and web searching for us, and it will run through that agentically. So if it can't find those terms, it will keep trying, and it will start pulling all of this work together for us. So we'll give that a second or two to do its job. And here you go. It's bringing everything back here and giving us lots of good detail and printing all of that out. And so that's quite useful. You can see here that it's breaking all of those down for you. But because this is a CLI, I can also say, great, turn that into a great law firm looking memo, please. I want a docx and PDF version. Thanks. And Olava has access to all of these different tools, and it will go build the docx and PDF version of that for us. So we'll just let it do its little bit of work. And you'll see here, whenever you see these little kind of thinking sections come up, this is when it's calling subagents. So when you've got 0 of 1 or 1 of 20, these are subagents. So you can just click on these at any point in time, and you can actually watch the subagent work. So it is pulling together much more detailed information here. So it's going through all of that, preparing what it's going to do, the footnotes, and that's working on. And once it's done, it'll print all of this out here. You'll get these little links here. So whenever you see this here, it's just a little link, and that will effectively open up. If you just click that, it'll open up the document for you. So here you go, here it is. And so that was really, really quick. The other thing you'll notice here is that when you hover over these, it will tell you the full path here. Olava outputs will always be on in the Olava folder, which will be on your desktop, and you can change that. You can ask it to reconfigure where it saves those, but as default, that's where it will be. So that's just kind of asking Olava off just a random question there. You'll see that it's using web search and pulling things together. It can pull things together, docx and all of that stuff. So that's kind of basic, but the more powerful tools that we have, I will show you here very quickly. So we have these legal tools. So say I want to redline, and I just want to do a quick redline here. I'll use there's a light NDA. You can, at any point in time, just go along to your file system, and you can ask it, you can just drag and drop here. So you're not having to like type in any of the file path names or anything like that. You can also click this little @ symbol here, and this will let you upload a folder or upload a file there as well. So you can do that if you want to, but usually it's just easier to drag and drop into the actual CLI here. And so I can click and run that, and you'll see here it's going to run a redlining recipe. Now whenever it's trying to access something in your system here, it will ask for permission. Similarly, it will ask for permission if it's going to write something that you haven't explicitly told it to do. So there's a lot of permissioning here just to make sure that it's not doing things that you don't want it to do. And again, you'll see here it's passing the playbook and it's reviewing the ledger chunk. So this recipe, while it's doing that, it's taken my playbook here, template, and I showed you just before that you can create these templates quite easily. And so it's running this template under redline, and it's looking at this document here. You see it's going to look for a whole bunch of different things, and these agents are now fanning out. So you can see that there's an agent running in the background here. This is all of the contract that it's broken down, and it's running through and looking at all those different parts of the contract at the moment. So now it's done its little spot issuing. It's now coming back to me with the ability to go through each of these issues that it's found individually if I want to. And this could be a bit laborious, so you might want to say accept all, or you can go individually, and you'll see here it found a red issue, unbounded confidentiality information, definition without marking requirement. It's giving you some information about that, where it is, and you can just go through and read these and hit apply or skip depending on how you feel. I'm just going to quickly go through these to save you all some time, and hit confirm, and there you go. It's now got a list of things that it's going to go off and fix. Again, I can click in here and I can watch what the sub-agents are doing, and I can read as it's going through each of these sub-agents. So you see it's kicked off 7 sub-agents. On occasion, you could have 20 or 30 sub-agents or Olava sub-agents running to go do this work. So it'll go through and do a very thorough job. One of the powerful things of having a small language model that is as performant as Frontier models is it's much cheaper per token than Frontier by orders and orders of magnitude, anywhere from 12 to 50 times cheaper. And so you can have very in-depth skills and workflows where you have the agent double and triple checking its work, running diffs and all of that stuff. So you can get a much more powerful result or accurate result from what it's doing. So we'll just let this do its work here, and then we will show you the results. And there you go, it's just finishing up now, and you'll see it gives me a nice summary of everything it's done. Say it's, one provision's failed here, but it's giving you an overview of that. And I have 3 documents here, so I have a diff here that will open up. So you'll see here that I can see what it's added and removed through the contract. So just a nice way of being able to compare before and after the work that it's done. Similarly, I have a playbook review, like a step-by-step of what it's edited and why it's done that. So Olava is giving me a whole bunch of information here so I can inspect its work. And I also have the actual redline document here. So you'll see this document is redlined, it's got its commentary in here, and it'll go through and make level of individual kind of surgical changes. And this really is down to preference and what you put into that playbook template. So it can do very good relining, and it can work through a lot of complex tasks. So that's kind of one of those skills, and all of these are very much configurable to you. And so the point of the CLI is for you to be able to access the full power of Olava without constraints of specific products, so you can build your own workflows. And so that's what I want to show you last is skills. So in skills, you'll see here that there's build skills. There's one that I've already created here. So you see here one, you just give it a name and description, and you just say what you want it to do. So what it does, it fetches and pulls the latest data from Damien Charlaton's hallucination tracker. It passes that and it summarizes it based on the current month. So this is a pretty straightforward requirement. I've just put in the web address of what I wanted to do, and told it what to do. So skills do not have to be complicated or that difficult, but because it's running in a CLI, you can access all the tools that are available in the CLI. And you can ask Olava to create your own skills for you. So if you have an idea, you can chat to it and ask it to create a skill, but let's run that hallucination tracker here. I just run that skill. You'll see that it comes up here and it'll go off and do a whole bunch of thinking. Now, pulls together these different things, fetches those. The other thing I'll say while we're here is that because it's a CLI, you can have many terminals open at once. So while it's working, you don't have to sit here and watch it work. If you don't want to. If you want to, you can, but you don't have to. So you can open up other terminals and open up more Olavas. If I could spell the word name, you could run more Olavas and get it to go do other things, like you can say go draft a simple mutual, no, let's do not simple, let's do a simple MSA for a new cloud service for AI, please. So you can kick it off to go do that work for you. While it's working, you can go back to your other session here, and it's still working away, pulling together this information. You'll see that the sub-agents are off pulling together all of the information for you, and it'll go do that work for you. You don't have to watch it work, as I said, and you have different agents running, doing different things. So here's the drafting one running in parallel. So you can have lots of different agents running at once. So you have many tasks going on. So here's the draft done for me. I can open this document up and you'll see it's drafted out. Just a straightforward agreement. Just from scratch. Obviously, if I had a template, it would go build that out for me. And because there's coding capability in this, you can create input forms and all of that sort of stuff to make this easier for you to use if you want a little HTML. So you can say, turn this into a drop-down, fancy-looking HTML form, so I can send that to people to capture the info needed to create this doc. And it will go do that. So while it's off doing that, I need to give it some permission to go do that. And you'll see this one also needs my permission, and it's pulled together all of its information, and then I can ask, so it's going to be my executive summary, pulling all of this information together for me. And I can ask it to turn that into a PDF. I can ask it to turn it into a PowerPoint presentation. It has all of those skills and the ability to go do that stuff for you. So I think that's quite cool. And if I go back here, it'll go off and build this for us. There you go. It's just asking for permission. So it's building that HTML for us now. And there's my form. So if I open this up, you'll see I now have a master services form, and I can fill all this stuff out. And once I've filled that out, it can generate the document for me. So you can see how you can use Olava to start building very, very cool things. Particularly if you're tinkering or if you're trying to figure out complex processes, you can just work with Olava to create all of these different things. And it's private, very secure, and much, much cheaper and more efficient than a full frontier model.